What's up, sports bettors? Alex here, and I'm going to be giving you a brief betting preview of Rams 49ers. So we got the LA Rams, defending Super Bowl champions, facing off against the San Francisco 49ers, who looked horrible in their last outing against the Denver Broncos, right? They lost, in kind of a heartbreaker. They probably should have won the game, but regardless, I'm going to be giving you my best bets, my picks, my predictions for this game. So unfortunately, I already bet the 49ers earlier in the week at minus 126 odds. So I had $250 on them at minus 126. That is a tracked positive EV play for me. So we're up 12.2K total if you've been kind of following along since the start of football season on all these YouTube plays. But we bet them minus 126, and you can see this line moved against me. Right now, you can get the 49ers at minus 115 on Ballybet. Elite Sportsbook, you can get them minus 122 on FanDuel. So again, as a sharp bettor, we placed this bet on September 26th, so a while ago. Lines can move against you. So lines have been slightly drifting towards the Rams, and here you can see the current betting market, right? The 49ers are 1-point favorites, but bookmakers are projecting that this is going to be a really close game. So the spread, or the total, I apologize, is set at 42 and a half. If you're looking to bet on the over, play it on Caesars, right? Get that extra half point of value over 42. The reason we started OddsJam is really just because data and just kind of good information, helpful information to actually help sports bettors win wasn't out there. So we created OddsJam to kind of, bring data into sports betting and show people the value of line shopping, kind of strategies that the pros use, sharp bettors use, people who do this full time for a living use to make money sports betting. And it's all about data. When you're betting at minus 110 odds, you only need to win. I know we go through this a lot, but it was so fascinating to me when I started betting on sports as a quant on Wall Street, is once I learned, hey, when you're betting on totals and spreads at minus 110 juice, you only have to win 52.4% of your bets to break even, right? You only have to win 52.4% of totals and spreads to break even. So you're always looking for these, half point value grabs where you can get over 42 when everyone else is betting over 42 and a half. That's how you make the big buck sports betting, right? You find value and you increase your win probability on spreads and totals enough to beat that minus 110 juice where you have to bet 11 to win back 10. But anyways, the play I'm going through, I actually have a few plays, but the first play I locked in is right here, right? So I'm going with Ben over 32 and a half receiving yards at plus 106 odds on Caesars, right? So browsing odds on OddsJam is 100% free. You get millions of odds for the NFL, player prop markets, anything you want to look at, right? Absolutely anything. We want to look at Jimmy G, Matthew Stafford passing yards, completely free. But what these tools do is they kind of take all this overwhelming amount of stuff you can bet on sportsbooks, which is literally millions of odds that are constantly updating on the sportsbooks. And what the EV betting tool will do for you is just kind of point out the interesting betting opportunities that are big line discrepancies, right? What bets are good enough that you actually have a mathematical edge and can beat the vig, beat the juice. So what you'll notice is for this game, there's only 3 positive EV bets. Out of the, probably hundreds of thousands of odds on sportsbooks, like if we go to DraftKings as another example, and we go ahead and we look at, this game's in OT. If we go to the Chiefs-Bucks game, you have all these alternate spreads, alternate totals, player props, TD scores, passing props. There's so much stuff you can bet on, but there's actually only 3 bets that have a mathematical edge, and this is one of them. This is the best play available in the market for Rams 49ers, right? Mathematically. OddsJam is no BS, it's all data, right? There's no, this guy's girlfriend, did whatever, so he's more likely to go over in receiving yards. Nothing like that. It's all just data, right? Here it's DraftKings is pricing this minus 115. Pinnacle's pricing this minus 111. So as a sharp bettor, being able to get plus money, 21 cents of improvement from DraftKings, 17 cents of improvement from Pinnacle. It's like, yeah, that positive EV play seems good enough to beat the vig, beat the juice. So this is an example of a bet that I hit, right? This is a great value bet, and value is all that matters in the long run as a sports bettor. So I hit it for 125 bucks, added it to my sheet. The whole goal kind of these YouTube videos showing you tracking profit and loss. Also the live streams, we're up 2K, started that this week. So we'll be tracking profit and loss on live streams. You can ask questions about profitable sports betting. Is really just to show you, like, you can make money sports betting. You're not going to win every day. You're not going to win every bet. But when you have the edge as the sports bettor, you're going to win in the long run. So this bet, for example, has a 1.74% profit margin since the no vig line is plus 102. So, our bet has $2.18 in profit margin. And then it's just a volume game, right? We want to place as many positive EV bets as we can on a daily basis. So literally all I do, pretty simple, hit all the bets in bold with a circle around it, track your profit and loss, and not every bet's going to win, but since you have an edge, you're going to be up pretty big in the long run, which is all that matters, obviously. So the second positive EV bet that looks quite good is Stafford. Over 34.5 passing attempts. You can grab that minus 110 on PointsBet. You can see a lot of the bookmakers, Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, they're pricing that at minus 132. So being able to get minus 110 seems good enough to beat the vig, get some real value. Final play is you can still grab the Rams, fade the Rams with me. I have them at much worse odds. I have the 49ers at minus 126. But if you want to ride with me, you can get a minus 115 on Ballybet, which is a positive EV play. Pretty low profit margin, but looks good. Minus 115, clear value. No other book's giving us better than, minus 122, except for the exchange. So, one bet, one prop bet, locked it in. Let's make some money, guys.